It sent my well-being through the roof because it gave me everything back. My name's Denise Jackson. I'm married. I have a daughter. When I first found out about having angina, I was deeply shocked. It made me very self-conscious and very aware, and I did limit myself to doing things. At the slightest chest pain I got, it was like, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack. I relied very heavily on my family.
She didn't get outdoors as much as she used to do. We didn't do things as a family like we used to do.
The psychological effect was I was scared that something was going to happen to me if I was out on my own and there'd be nobody there to help.
It was very worrying to be diagnosed with epilepsy because I've got a young child and I was mainly concerned about the possible impact on him. He's not old enough to know what to do, so if I were to have a seizure, I would be unaware of my surroundings for at least an hour. So he would be left to fend for himself, which is obviously a great concern.
I was diagnosed 3 years ago as having MS, which has made me unable to work. I didn't know anything other than that MS meant that I was going to be wheelchair bound and that would be my life.
I have a rare heart condition called hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, which affects me heart rhythm, and my heart is doubled in size.
I wouldn't go anywhere that was isolated. I'd prefer to stay in places where there are lots of people around, so that I would hope there would be someone to help if I did have a seizure.
I went onto the O2 Help a Hand website and read through it and found out what sort of things it was actually going to be useful for.
I discussed with my family what I felt the device was worth to me and asked them how they would feel with me using the device. My husband turned around and said that he thought it was an excellent idea because he works away from home. My daughter said, does that mean I get my life back now as well?
The first thing I did once the product was actually all set up was go to the shop on my own. I hadn't actually left the house in over a year.
If anything did happen, i.e. if I had a fall, there's someone on the end of that 24 hours, 7 days a week. If my partner is not here and I wouldn't be able to get to a phone, that would automatically trigger the alarm.
It frees me up to go to places that I wouldn't be able to go to. If I wanted to go for a walk in the country, for example, I could do that with the device because I know that if I were to have a fit, someone would be on hand.
Well, my wife doesn't worry as much now because she can go out and do her thing, even though she doesn't like leaving on my own. Having this product with me, it is very beneficial for both of us.
I noticed a change in her straight away. She became more confident. It means that she can get out more, become more active and more independent. Go places on her own again, like she used to do.
The device was my safety net. The device became a friend in a sense. If you had a fall, there would be somebody that would be aware there was an issue. They contacted the people that I'd designated. There was a voice on the other end of the phone reassuring me, asking me, are you okay? Is there anything we can do? And it just made my life 100% better. It sent my well-being through the roof because it gave me everything back that I'd left behind. I hadn't felt like that for over 2 years.